So I don't really love to cook as the primary cook in this family. However, what I do like is to jazz up the meals when I do cook, right? I'm looking for spices, seasonings, dry rubs, and I found a good place. It is artisan dry goods made by beautiful Briny C. So a little bit of everything to spice up, jazz up your meal. It is a local store right here in Atlanta, but ready to ship out to you all over the world.
Absolutely, and they're legit. I'm gonna be honest with you here. Forbes, The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, and Oprah's magazine. And you know Oprah only gonna promote the good stuff. All right, so check them out. Instagram, beautiful Briny C. Make your kitchen better. All right, I'm talking about real good ingredients, urban gardens, local farms. So it's good for your taste buds, good for your body. Check them out, and let's get to the episode.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Sum It Up with the Sumners. I am Katoya, and this is my wonderful husband, Damon. And I said that with excitement because no, we have not recorded 5 episodes ahead of time, and we're doing this today on Father's Day. It's sweet. It's your day. Sure. And happy Father's Day to all of the fathers out there who are rocking with Summit Up the Sumners. And if it is not around the time of Father's Day that you're listening to this, still, way to be an awesome father. Just kind of covering all bases. But again, thank y'all, as always, for rocking with us. As you have been, or even if this is your first time, you're in for a treat. All about couples, relationships. And today we have a special one all about date nights. But before we get there, we're going to shout out a review.
Absolutely. Here on our way to 100 Apple reviews. Give us a shout out on Apple Podcasts. This one comes from, I'm pretty confident this is a good college friend, JAC Malone. Pretty sure that's Jack and Malone out here in these streets. 5 stars, awesome, and it says funny, real, and thoughtful. I love this couple and the nuggets they share. Listen, that's it. 12 words.
That's it?
That's it.
90 seconds.
Boom.
12 words.
In that thing.
Your thoughts.
Boom.
5 stars.
Talk to them.
That's it.
That's it. Boom.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. We love you. Appreciate those words. That's what we try to be. When you guys give that feedback right back to us, it lets us know that we're here with reason. Appreciate you.
Good. Let's dive into the episode today. Dating your spouse. Dating your bae. We in here.
Dating your boo.
Dates.
My boo. I'm still recovering.
Who was that?
That's Usher.
Usher and Alicia Keys.
It's funny when we were younger, you were mine. My boo.
Ooh, that does. Take it back.
I know.
TRL.
Yep.
106 and Paul.
Yep. There's still words you can use like boo and like fine. So go date your fine boo. Okay? And that's what we're going to talk about because it's important. Super important.
One of the biggest reasons why it's important is that it's how if you're in a relationship now, it's how you started.
That's key.
It's how you started.
I like that. So why you ain't doing the stuff you used to do?
It's how you started. The date nights, for us, regardless if you started dating in the 40s, your 70s, or your teens like us, wherever you are, it starts with the dates. It starts with the text, the phone call.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to go out Friday night? Boom. That's
People
how it
don't
started
date
right there.
no more.
We went
All
skating.
All they do is this.
All
they do is this.
Okay. That's 2. Guys, we're 2.
Y'all know how it is. If you do not
groups.
know, this is what I do. I play Name That Game. But it's true. You have to keep that fire. Like that's going back to the basics is so important sometimes. And you get into, months, years, Lord, 5 years, 10. When you start counting about fives, it's real. 5, 10, 15, 20. You got to go back to the basics, or we just start getting caught up in the everyday life, and that stuff is for the birds and bored. So you revive your relationship through dates, through reconnecting intentionally with one another.
We've talked about how we are constantly changing and evolving, and one thing, past, present, and future, is that the dates are one way, one mechanism, one system to continue to know your SO better. SO, if you're joining a significant other, like better. Like it's constantly when we first started dating, it was the avenue of how we got a chance to know each other. You remember your dates? You would talk. You would have your little questions in your pocket. You would do the 20 question game. You would do that. You do all the small talk. What's your favorite color? I love them. I love date night small talk. You had the questions in your pocket.
Small talk is just so like
on a date
what I'm
though.
Feeling right now. So I just don't even want to talk about no date. I don't want to talk about no small talk right now.
Oh, listen, if we got back in the dating world, we would be old dinosaurs. We would not be ready for
the world done open back up, and I'm like, if I small talk one more person, I don't.
The world been over for 13 days, and she already trying to shut small talk down.
Anyway, but no, it is true. You get to know someone. You ask those questions. You're probing.
Yes.
You're trying to figure them out. So why is that different now?
Why is that different now? When you've been in it, when you've been in some turmoil, when you've been through some heartache, when you've been through some ups and downs, why does that fade away?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think it's because you already feel like you know the person. I feel like I already know what you're gonna do, say, think. I think. But that's not true.
That's not true.
And not only that, when you explore new things together, it's a whole new opportunity. Like we talked about it last episode. Observe watching people. Like that's a whole part of our date. Man, look at that. What do you think about that? What's that good old classic movie where they just start talking for
date night or game night. One of the two.
Yeah.
It's one of the two. But they kind of just sit at a restaurant and they just kind of watch and create stories and scenarios.
Right. And that's feeding both of us if we do something like that. Like that's comedic, that's funny, that's, dialogue. So I think you can't think about it just in a way of I know someone.
No.
You have to think about it in a way of this is just helping us kind of on those love languages yet again spend quality time.
For sure.
You got another idea around that?
Well, no, I think that's quality. I just think, one of the biggest things is that it's just realize date nights matter. We're not going to doubt that you guys are probably in a good spot or a healthy spot, even if you're not doing that. We're going to take living 2020 and the pandemic of 2021 out. We're going to take that out. So if you can kind of reflect back, some of you maybe are listening to this and that's been one thing that's been crucial and consistent. And there's some people who kind of be like, it's been up and down. Some people we haven't went on a date with each other in 5 years. And I'm almost speechless to a degree because
got me speechless.
I don't know who that is.
Beyonce.
Oh, Beyonce. That was a B-side hit. That's a B-side hit.
And she doesn't make those.
She doesn't make B-side hits?
No.
Pretty sure she does.
No.
And so I'm confident she makes B-side hits.
Respect the queen, please.
I do. And you said it like Whitney Houston ain't got B-side hits.
Whatever. Okay,
thank you. Anywho, clearly I've learned something new about me. What I'm saying is wherever you are on that spectrum of date night consistency, it's important to just to remember that it's what got you where you are with your boo, and it's something that is going to continue to help keep fire, spark, spontaneity, magic, pizzazz. You know what I'm saying? All those things the things that keep the oil on the machine moving in the right direction. Dates matter.
And I know we said take 2020 through 2021 out the door or whatever. But I've seen some people get real creative.
Fair.
And do a lot of fun
Very
things.
True.
And I think
Very true.
Relationships that have survived and even grown through the pandemic are gold. Right? So if you are still thriving in your relationship, you did choose some creative dates, you did carve out time, you did learn, enjoy, explore during this time, you really should, take that hand.
Take it.
And pat yourself on the back. And then also caress your
SO.
Your SO. It's a big deal because it's the truth. A lot, we said it before, people didn't make it. It didn't work. Too much time together. A lot of difficulties. So be it. So shout out to you if you were creative with those date nights during this time. And we want to talk a little bit about it is important and how to make it simple to big or whatever it is. It doesn't have to be complex.
It doesn't have to be complex.
It just needs to be time well spent to connect.
Yeah.
And then typically that connection leads you to a more intimate feeling as well, which then also benefits you even more in the bedroom, right? You're just trying to constantly roll. I'm not saying that's your end game, right? That should not be your end goal. I don't think so, but whatever. I mean, I don't think it should be. I think the overall thing should just be to enjoy the company of one another.
If you naturally enjoy the company.
In a different activity. Right. But I do think that stimulates connection, right?
Fair.
And and that's what you want. You want to keep reviving. You've had a long week and you're like, dang, man, let's do something else. There's moments I'm like, I just want to hang out with you and do nothing with you because I just need to escape from the day, right? Like, and it's nice to know that Damon can be an escape, right? Like I want to escape into whatever we're going to do this evening, just you and me, and put the rest of the world in the back.
Yeah, you said something that was crucial. It's like, just don't overcomplicate it. Like, don't make it over complex. And some of our favorite date nights that we had a good time reflecting on, because that's what we like to do. We like to reflect. And some of our favorite date nights, and maybe, please, anything that we say please on any episode, especially on this one here, practical, tangible, hopefully it brings value to you. That's why it was one of these, while we kind of sit here in this room and talking to this camera by ourselves, is that hopefully it's bringing some type of value to you. But some of our favorite date nights were just kind of just real chill. Like, I'm not sure if we said it on this podcast before, but man, ages ago when we were babes, we did a scavenger hunt. Remember this? At Target.
You're not supposed to ask that. And you already know, I already told you
I forgot which one you forgot.
Anything about Target.
Fair. And so, long story short, I think we had like a small little budget to play around with, and we set a timer, and we ran around Target trying to find a random item that I thought each other would enjoy. And it was fun. It was different. It was randomly weird, but we enjoyed it. And my memory serves me correct.
I can't challenge it.
I got you. I got you some nail polish. She likes to do her nails. I got her color that,
You must be working with a $5 budget.
Yeah, we were in college. Yeah. We were seniors in college. We were.
I was like, dang.
This was back in the day.
What'd I get you?
And you got me a little game. You got me a little card game. I think nice. It was it was nice.
I mean, you like games.
We played it like once.
We used to argue and fight.
It was thoughtful. Too. I was like, thank you for thinking about me.
Yeah, I used a nail polish.
You did.
I really don't know.
And boom.
But I y'all know me. My memory is kind of lame. Between ADHD, that's undiagnosed, but you probably can tell. I already thought about how many times I interrupted by singing. Anyway, 2, and then just my memory is just kind of distant a little bit. So Damon has a big task to kind of refresh these things, but that's also why I take a lot of pictures. Pictures really help like jog the memory for me. But there are some more. Like I remember like going out and dancing. Like we went out and danced and had a good time. That was really fun because that was not something that we usually do. I think the rarity of something or the abnormalness of something, like, oh, that was weird when that happened. Those type of quirky things stick in my mind. So that was a lot of fun. And then, that's cute. We did paint dishes. Like we did like some type of arts and crafts. So we did that before. I just saw that in the attic.
Memories, pictures, upstairs. We did it. Boom.
But that's been around for a very long time. So that is still awesome.
Again, it's just like, not trying to reinvent the wheel, right? And so these are just some kind of activities that we've kind of done over time in variety stages of our lives that, and we'll kind of get into a little bit here, but like not overcomplicate things, but also just like taking what you find, taking what you get, like the painting, the rock climbing, and whatever else I could think of off the top of my head.
We've gone bike riding. I mean, we've done so many things. I would almost say just group them by like genre, right? Like thinking through the idea of outdoor activities, things to do in like traveling around or something
with music.
Things with music, like concerts or things
art.
Like yeah. Those would be good ways to kind of break them up. Your common interests, your things that you also like. We don't do this, but we're considering maybe trying to do this. Another fun date night that we just did, which was quarantine, was to do our couch and cork wine tasting. Yes. And that was really fun. Just hanging out with not wine people much. I've been drinking it a little bit more regularly.
We've been dabbling.
For sure.
We've been dabbling.
But that was fun and different, and it was informative. So, like, even throw your informative moments on there, but it was also a good fun time with other couples, double dating and things like that. So just kind of having a variety.
Variety's crucial. Absolutely. there's a lot of different types of dates that we've done, and you've probably done as well. You brought up the first one here, of course, which is the double date. The double date for the Sumners, we enjoy people. We enjoy having people over. We enjoy hanging out with people. We've always loved game nights, things of that nature. But double dates in general, we had a double date a few months ago with your cousin. Good time, right?
It was a good time.
Good time, just, it's great to connect with, one another, but it's also just great to connect as a couple with another couple, if not more. So that's the type. We're going to kind of get into a few different types of double dates. And, if you're type A and you listen to this, get the pencil out. If you're type B, just put it in your brain. But the double date's a classic.
Yep.
For sure. Other one going by don't overcomplicate things is the in-home date. Now, the in-home date is what most of us have been doing for a long time. And I think for myself, the in-home date has a little bit of variety because you could just be more intentional and just level it up a little bit, right? Like in-home date could literally just be us escaping, chilling. We order dinner, right? The kids are in the bed, right? We watch a movie or something like that, and this is intentionality and time together. So it's kind of in-home date. You could level up. We were at home for the virtual wine tasting, right? You could do an activity. We're not big on puzzles, but you can put some music on and do some karaoke at the house. Whatever it is, I'm just saying that there's opportunity to do things at home.
And I also think saying, hey, this is our date night, right? Like sometimes we end up having a date night, but it wasn't really planned to be a date night.
Sure.
But I think it's something where you're like, no, this is what we're doing tonight. Whether it's at home, we're going to order this food. I already ordered it. You showered. We're good. Take a drive around. That's not in home, but that's not doing much. If you just want to get dressed up and go drive around.
Turn your favorite hits up.
Yeah. It's really about the quality time.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And enjoying doing something together or really kind of doing nothing, but enjoying the company.
Yeah. Another type of date night is doing activity that you both like, right? So, that's just something that off top you like, all right, we both love this. We both love art, right? So maybe y'all go hit a museum. That's something. That's when you're thinking about what to do. I know I talk to a lot of fellas, and it's like, I'm like, man, date nights. What's going on with you? Like, man, we just don't ever really know what to do, and we just end up never really doing it. But Netflix and chill. You're like, oh man, we just ain't really got a lot of ideas. And I think it's important. And I'm gonna speak for I like ideas. I'm a lister. I like a little database. If that's not you, that's fine. Maybe that's your bae. But I think it is important to put the time and attention into something that matters, to putting the effort behind something that is important for your relationship. So if you need to get outside your comfort wheel and write down 20 things, run with it. And and you just need to write down 20 things that you hear or you see on Instagram or somebody says.
Well, I shoot Jamie stuff all the time. Like, oh, what about this?
Right.
What you think about this?
Yeah.
You want to try this?
And guess what I'm doing?
Yeah. Or
say that bad boy.
One thing that's important that we used to do a lot better that we don't do much now is actually have a budget for date night. Because I feel like a lot of stuff can be expensive. And so you're like, wait, we finna drop what on what? And Lord forbid you have kids and have to pay for a sitter or something like that. Like it can get costly. That's why you have to have a balance between things you can do in home, things that are like just going and hanging out with friends, and then maybe a splurge, right? Like, oh, we going out, we spending.
Boom, boom.
We might be upwards $200-300 on this date for childcare, dinner, parking, the events, whatever.
Yeah.
But if you plan it out and you budget it out, then you can feel more comfortable about choosing that expense for this experience. Today we took all the kids to the Atlanta United game, hence us and our
all out
here.
ATL, what up? Bang.
But it was like, whoa, we want them to have a really great experience.
Yeah.
Like Mission and Damon have gone multiple times, but me and the girls have not. So it was like, we want to buy into the experience.
Yeah.
So just think about what are you and your boo gonna do, and what experience can come from this: laughter, fun, memories, something new, something
conversation.
Different. Because there's a thing to do, things that you're interested in together, right? You know the things you're interested in. Like me and Damon we like TV, movie shows, and I'm not as interested in comedy, but I'm interested in comedy. I watch some comedy. I do something like that. I think we have tickets for a show coming up?
We do in October.
Am I part of that? Or was that for you and the boys? Okay,
No.
I can't remember.
No.
But we do. We have tickets for I'm excited to go see that. Who is it?
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr. Oh, jeez.
I
committed to Bill Burr.
Watch Bill Burr. Legend.
Now that after watching that special, I'm like, God, jeez, what do I get into? But he is funny, so it's fine. And so just things like that, like things you want to do together. And then there's the things that you do for your spouse, right? You do things that just for them, you don't really love it, but you buy into it. And I do feel like we need to do more of that, because a lot of times I just go do a lot of stuff by myself, because I'm like, I don't think they really want to do that. Damon's always like, Katoya, you just speaking for me. I would want to do that. I'm like, oh, maybe not. But I don't give him the opportunity to really say yes or no sometimes. So bringing each other in on things that we don't think the other would do, but that's a part of being in a relationship, and that's getting into that person's world by joining them on a date that might be something more of what they enjoy.
Absolutely.
3.
Yep.
Doing something that neither one of you really are interested in.
Come on now. Something new.
One of the biggest things that we did not do, because we did not budget for it, was that Van Gogh exhibit. We're not really big into art like that.
Not big into the art.
But everybody's like, this is such a great experience. Like, oh man, it sounds so cool. Immersive. It looks really cool.
It looks cool.
But then I think it takes like $65, $70 each. I was like, oh, ain't nobody just drop $150 on something we ain't gonna like. But have we just been like, let's really try to do this experience. And let's just like do it, or choose something different to have another experience with. But I do think there's like 3 different categories of like what you enjoy together, doing something selfless for your spouse, and then doing something that neither one of you know or think you're gonna like really enjoy, but you're trying something different.
One of our great dates we enjoyed, we still talk about, that we had no idea fully what they were about, was these 2 exhibits, if you will, experiences. Dialogue in the Dark.
Oh man, that was fun.
And Bodies.
That was fun.
That was just, I think we had just moved to Atlanta.
Yeah, that was fun.
We were looking to do something different.
We
didn't really know. And we still to this day remember them, because it was an experience. That's a really good word. Yeah. It was an experience that it was just good. Yeah. It was just a great time.
Yeah, if that's anywhere near you,
anywhere near you, please.
And I hate that it left before I could take the kids, because those both were really amazing exhibits. Like, you have to walk around in the dark and with people you didn't know. It don't sound COVID friendly right now, but
it was a great time. It was a great time.
It was like just really having to depend on so many other senses. It was just a really cool experience. And Damon and I love dialogue. So then now we get to, not because it's called Dialogue and Art, but like it fosters so much conversation between us, right? And again, that's just connectivity for us, because that's intimate for us. And whatever intimacy looks like for you, because it's not always physical, just like connecting. Like when I feel heard, when I feel like like David's been on bike rides with me. He's not like a lover of bike riding, but we've done it, and I know he's done it because whatever. But also, like, I know she likes this, right? Like, that's sweet to me. That's good to me. I like that. My cup is full, when we can, like, it's just revitalizing.
Yeah, it is. It really, a good date night will revitalize, and especially when you do something that you're not both accustomed to or used to, or something new like that. Like, also, in Dallas, we did a murder mystery dinner. Had never been to. I'm warming up. I'm warming up. We did a murder mystery dinner.
Who did we do that with?
Shout out to Groupon. We did it by ourselves.
When we came to Atlanta,
we said we enjoyed it so much, we want to do it again with friends.
Well, to be really honest, maybe we should get on Groupon more too, because Groupon do be.
Well, we talked about that before the show.
Be having.
They do be
having some fun stuff. It's just like, you need an idea bank, and then there's also somebody we'll probably get to sponsor this podcast that has all these like date night ideas too. I've been trying to hit them up, so we need them. Because it is true. Revitalize the dates and come up with something. Think outside the box. Do things you don't normally do. I want to give Lindsay Garris a big shout out, because I feel like she's always been really innovative.
Friend of the show.
Yeah, and just like, we're doing couples yoga right now. We're going to a concert. I mean, she's got us beat by like 10 years, but that don't matter.
That don't matter.
I think she's not.
She's like
5 years.
She's 5 years.
But still,
how old am I?
When I look at her like she's like 20 or 30. But no, but like just this idea of just refreshing, like being creative and unique. And I know that feels time consuming sometimes to some of us, because the work week just beat the heck out of you.
Another one, you said this before we started recording here, which it's I'm gonna say easy, but it can be a little more simple. Is if you try to explore your city, and what we mean by that is a lot of times when you've been in a city for years, maybe it's your hometown, maybe you've just been living there for a long time. There's several things that people will come and want to do because they're tourists or they ain't been there in a long time. And a lot of times when you live in a city, you don't do it because this your city. We went to the biggest park a few weeks ago in the city. And I don't think as a family of 5 we had ever been. I could be wrong about that, but I don't think either way it was just something that wasn't in our wheelhouse of activities, right? And so it's like, so just think about that. Like even if you're like, I don't know just think about what are the 4 or 5 things that people do when they come here, and if y'all ain't did it, do them.
Yeah, and then even Eventbrite, like just ideas on what's going on, whether there's some happenings in the city, and especially here in Atlanta, we have so many festivals and events, and
it is festival time.
Program for this and Juneteenth celebration here. It's just like so many different things. So there's really a lot I think that you could kind of get into, and that's even on the family side too. If you need to add in your kids, whatever. But I feel like with things slowly coming back open, especially in COVID, and I feel I'm pretty empty in this area of like wanting to just like go do and enjoy and have a good time. So I think a commitment that I need to do is like finding more things for us to take advantage of and put it on the calendar so that we can enjoy. Sure. Whether we think it's a hit or miss or not. You never know until you just do it.
You never know.
And again, that budgeting and prioritizing I think is important too. So you're not going out just constantly like you're spending money, especially on stuff that missed.
That didn't miss.
And didn't hit.
Yes.
But dating.
You don't know until you try.
Yeah.
I think the last few things we'll say before we get out of here, I think one thing that's crucial is that frequency. It isn't the end all be all, and neither is quality, right? Like frequency isn't the end all be all, and neither is quality. And so I'll talk just the frequency. Like, I know for myself, like in our prime of date night, like if we didn't hit it, if we didn't meet our date night, like all right, every other Friday, every Thursday, I kind of like, God, no, man, I ain't out here loving my wife like I need to be loving my wife, man. I'm out here doing what I'm supposed to be doing, And so like the frequency isn't everything. If you can get quality date nights, that's gonna be a win. Here's the caveat, all right? But even if they aren't, even if you're not getting dressed up, even if you didn't get on Eventbrite, the fact that you are being intentional with separating time from work, and if you got kids and responsibilities, and just going and doing something different, connecting with each other, that is what matters the most.
Agreed.
Boom. That's what happens when you say something and it hits so well.
Yeah.
They be like, you know what, I ain't got nothing to say.
I could.
You could.
I ain't really got nothing to say. Because one thing to add is like that would cause us sometimes when we're trying to, if we don't have the right frequency, I'm not doing this enough. I mean, you should at minimum be doing this monthly, I think, just in general. That's like real loose and Gracie. But bi-weekly is like wonderful, I think. Weekly could be a challenge, but weekly could be that in-home chill, right? On the off week of let's like kind of try to go out.
Right.
Or here, let's try to do this. You know, there's a variety. But I do think that when you overthink quality and frequency, especially quality, then you can revert into not doing much of anything. Yeah. So it's really the focus of your date night is to spend quality time with your partner. And then anything else from there is just added bonuses. Because we're trying to revive, restore, and like release. Yeah, I triple R.
She did that. It's Sunday.
In the church.
Come on.
Okay. Can I get an
restore?
Amen?
Revitalize. The other R.
I forgot. But you are trying to do those things, so you want to like make sure that you're carving out the time to do that, and get away. Yeah. I got to get away.
Ooh, okay. Number 4.
Sorry.
Last thing, bonus tip: embrace the day date.
Ooh,
embrace
it ain't gotta be a nighttime date.
We said date nights. No. Embrace the day date. And I'm not gonna not excluding anybody, but specifically if you have children, a lot of times sitters and scheduling and life. By the time you hit 6:30, you tired and fatigued.
I'm already tired. It's pretty
evening
right now.
You know what I mean? But if you catch, you get somebody to come pull up on the kids on a Saturday at 11, right? Weather good, Sunday at 3, you know what I mean? Like, so embrace the day dates. They're good. Get out there, get that sunshine,
100.
Embrace the day date. So, just want to say that.
No,
it's important.
It is true.
That's it.
And that kind of, it's just like anything else. You kind of switch up the order.
Switch it
up. Wait, what?
Because a lot of times night dates only can put so many things are available, right? But you hear something on the weekend, or depending on your schedule, maybe I work nights and you got that daytime together, or you're flexible, or whatever the case may be. So embrace the day dates, man. But listen, yeah, that's it. Dating your spouse, dating your boo. I hope this brought some type of value. I hope this leads to some good conversations. I hope you maybe took a few notes if you're a note-taking person like myself. Either way, we appreciate y'all, man, so much. We're almost at 50. We're almost at 50 episodes. And whether it's your first time,
almost at a year.
We're almost at a year. That's bananas. We appreciate y'all so much. Check us out all across the board, all the platforms. You know what it is. Patreon bonus episodes. We got some more coming your way for the month of June and July. Apple reviews. We're still trying to get to 100 in the month of June. We're almost there.
This is not acceptable. Let's wrap this up. I'm tired of saying this every week. 100. Come on.
Let's get it.
You know what you need to do?
What's it do?
You need to share this with your friend and then tell your friend to like share. Because if you listen, you've already done it.
You already done it.
Now you could create another username. You could get fancy.
You could do that.
But you don't have to do that either. But you could share it. Of course, please support. We are trying to break free. So we need you in order to break free.
What a very elusive, vague term. That could mean so many things.
I watched the High School Musical with the kids, man. We're breaking free, soaring, flying.
Y'all ain't ready for that bop. They ain't ready for that bop.
Y'all don't know that.
They ain't ready for that bop.
If you do know that, you got a real special place in my heart.
Forever.
Because we were on our way out. But I was still in. Okay? Because y'all know I got dreams.
She got dreams. We chasing. We chasing y'all. We appreciate y'all so much. Damon and Katoya. We talk soon.